In today's video, we are going to look at the prices of the most commonly used building materials. Today's date is the 17th of July 2022, and we are going to look at prices of blocks, sand, iron rod, cement, and wood. Now, I know a lot of people have been asking me to cover doors, windows, tiles, etc. We've heard you, right? And we are making a dedicated video for all of those building materials, and we'll just be updating them once in a while, right? Because I believe there's a lot of preferences when it comes to the choice of doors, the choice of windows, the choice of tiles. But I'm planning an interview with some of the tile merchants, and then we can go look at the various types of tiles, look at the different prices and all that. So if you haven't yet subscribed, you are new to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you do not miss that episode. Now, with that said, let's look at the prices of iron rods today. Now, I get a lot of people asking whether the iron rods I cover in this series are high tensile or standard iron rods, and I just want to say the iron rods that I cover are normal standard iron rods. They are not high tensile. Somebody who doesn't know what a high tensile iron rod is, well, high tensile iron rods are basically the type of iron rods that you use for like multi-story buildings. If you are building apartment complexes, you are building 4 stories, 5 stories, 6 stories, 10 stories, 13-story buildings, etc. You use high tensile iron rods. Those ones have like some springy effect. If it hits the floor, it does bang, that kind of iron rods. And then the normal ones, if they hit the floor, they bang. That's all, right? So the normal standard iron rods I cover are for the everyday person who wants to build like a 2-bedroom house, a 3-bedroom house, 1 story, 2 stories at most. Now, another question I get asked a lot is the merchants I visit. So like I said, the purpose of this video is to give you an indicative rate of the cost of the most commonly used building materials. So if you are purchasing iron rods or you are sending money to people from the diaspora or whatever, it gives you an idea of how much it will cost. It doesn't mean it's going to cost the exact same thing, because it might differ from region to region, so many factors, right? So the prices of iron rods for today. We have the 20 millimeters costing 6,000 cedis per ton, and that gives you 45 pieces. An individual piece will cost you 133.4 Ghana cedis. The 18 millimeter also costs 6,000 cedis per ton, and you are going to get 58 pieces. One piece will give you 103.5 Ghana cedis. 16 millimeters, 14 millimeters, 12 millimeters, and 11.5 millimeters all sell for 5,600 Ghana cedis per ton. So you're going to get 70 pieces for the 16 millimeter, 95 pieces for the 14 millimeter, and 125 pieces for the 12 millimeter, right? And then the 10 millimeters and 8 millimeters sell for 4,900 and 3,800 per ton, and you're going to get 180 pieces and 300 pieces respectively. If you want the individual prices per unit, right, the 16 millimeter sells for 80 cedis, 14.59, 12 millimeter sells for 44.8 cedis, 10 millimeter sells for 27.3, and the 8 millimeter sells for 12.7 Ghana cedis. Now, I noticed an interesting pattern for the past couple of weeks that we've been doing this series. I noticed that every 2 weeks, the prices either go up or they come down. So like last week, the prices of materials went up because fuel went up, inflation went up, exchange rate, everything went up. But then the next week, which is today, right, or this current week, the prices have remained the same. And so we anticipate, based on the trends, that next week it will either drop or go higher. And so you have just like a 2 weeks window if you are building your house and you don't want any fluctuations in prices of cement, iron rods, etc. So plan and plan well so you don't get surprised by increases in prices. And mostly the prices of these products go up instead of coming down. Similarly, the price of cement has remained where it is, with Gasem cement 42.5 grade cement selling for 64 Ghana cedis. if you are buying bulk, let's say 50 or 100 or more, right, you can negotiate and buy it at around 62 Ghana cedis. While CIMAF Cement is selling at 60.5, Super Cem is also selling for 60.5 Ghana cedis. So these are the rates. They haven't increased from the previous week. Next, let's look at the prices of blocks. Blocks are selling at 4.60 Ghana cedis for 5-inch hollow blocks. And like I said in the last video, if you're buying about 500 or more, you are going to get like a discount, right? You can negotiate down to about 6.2 or even 6.0 depending on the location and the merchant selling them. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below, and if you haven't yet subscribed, kindly subscribe. Next, let's look at the prices of wood. Wood we use like in the lintel, in the foundation for the pillars and all those, right? And we use it for the windows. We use wood for the door frames and everything. And the different kinds of wood you would buy are typically the Wawa boards, which sell between 40 cedis and 60 Ghana cedis, depending on the quality and the size of it. And if you want the normal 2x4, you can get it between 35 Ghana cedis and 45 Ghana cedis, depending on the location. Let me know how much you buy yours for. Next, let's look at the prices of sand, because you'd use strips of sand in your building. You use it for your foundation, you use it for your block work, you use it for so many things. So a trip of sand, depending on the cubic capacity of the track, will cost you anywhere from like 1,000 cedis to as much as 1,500 Ghana cedis for a trip of sand, depending on the distance from where they are going to fetch the sand to your site location. You need to factor all these into consideration. And a trip of stones will cost you anywhere from 1,500 to about 2,500 Ghana cedis, depending on all the factors that I've previously explained. So this brings us to the end of today's video. Thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. If you haven't yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, turn on all notifications so you do not miss the next episode. We have amazing content coming your way, and we have important announcements coming your way. So stay tuned for more awesome content. I wish you all the best in your building project. I wish you a lovely week ahead. Thanks, baby.